I'm food critic Allan Borgen, member of the Southern California Restaurant Writers. I've been finding the best restaurants in the Inland Empire and Southern California for over 27 years. This is my job. This is my passion. Let's dine out. Hey, welcome to the Let's Dine Out show, where I'm going to show you all the great local restaurants in our area. We're off to Chino Hills right now, and two great restaurants, and there's going to be so much food. I had to invite one of my Facebook buddies, Chuck. So join me as we meet Chuck.
I've been watching Allan for 20 years on PBS. I've always enjoyed cooking. I've watched Julia Childs, Jacques Pepin, the Galloping Gourmet since I was little. I thought this would be an interesting thing to do. He asked me to do it, and I thought, well, God, this would be a great opportunity. So I think I'm ready for the challenge today, and I think I'm ready to eat some food with Allan.
First, we're off to 1+1 Dumpling House. This is a great Chinese restaurant that makes its homemade noodles and dumplings so good. Then I'm going to walk on over next door to Mes Amis, which is a great French Mediterranean restaurant with a lot of different twists. Oh, what a good, wonderful experience. Sandwiched in the small center on Pipeline Avenue in Chino Hills is an exciting and authentic Chinese restaurant called 1+1 Dumpling House. The interior may be small and inviting, but the menu is large and filled with lots of traditional as well as original Chinese dishes that you won't find anywhere else near the Inland Empire. Their specially handmade dumplings and noodles are a must-try and will keep you coming back again and again. Owner chef John Wong is very serious about his food and welcomes you to try this truly hidden, one-of-a-kind Chinese restaurant. The first restaurant in Chino Hills is 1+1 Dumpling House. It's a marvelous Chinese restaurant. I've gone here many times. It's one of my favorites. And Chuck, I hope you're ready to be thrilled with and delighted. I mean, this is an experience.
Oh, I can't wait. This is
cool.
I'm excited about this.
I'm going to start with two appetizers. The first one is called Dao Ku chicken. This is a half a marinated chicken. That's first it's fried to have color on the skin, and then it's boiled to actually cook it. It's served cold, cut up. What a marvelous dish this is. It's a huge chicken, a huge appetizer. It could feed 3-4 people easily. Well, what I liked about it was the 5-spice seasoning. It really brought the chicken together and had nice flavoring and moist and actually delicious.
It was a delicious dish. I enjoyed it very much. The skin on it was crispy. The chicken was moist and had very good spice on it.
It was really nice.
Really good dish.
Next is another cold appetizer. It's called the cucumber appetizer. It's $3.25. Oh man, this is cucumber with soy paste, garlic, simple, cold, delicious, tangy, bursting with garlic. Oh my, goes with all of the dishes that are served here.
It was delicious. I thought it was really good. Great flavor, cold, just a delicious dish all the way around.
Can't beat Persian cucumbers.
No.
Not bitter at all. And
no, it was very good.
Delicious
very good.
Side dish.
Yes, it was.
Then we had the popular juicy pork dumplings, $6.95. Now get this, you get 8 handmade dumplings that are stuffed with ground pork, soy and oyster sauce, green onions, ginger, sesame oil, then they're steamed. Now, what I liked about this more than anything else was the nice chewy wrapping of it, the dough, and the inside full of flavors and very exciting. And it was made right here. I mean, I saw her making it, and you know, that's all she does is make dumplings. And
Delicious,
pretty impressive.
Yes, it was. Delicious dish. I really enjoyed that one. I like the flavor of it. I like the dumpling. Very delicious dish.
Good choice.
Yes.
Then the last of the trifecta, the spicy shrimp, $10.95. This is a huge portion of jumbo shrimp that are deep fried. Then it's sauteed with garlic, onions, chili, and a wonderful chili sauce. Crisp, succulent shrimp, hot. Lots of chili, peppers. You know, normally with Chinese restaurants, they have 3 or 4 and you really can't taste them. This one, it had, to me, more than any other restaurants I've seen, Chinese restaurants, just had the most chili peppers. And wow, it just hits you, and that's why my hair is so curly.
Over the top, it was very good. Very good dish. I enjoyed the shrimp. I like spicy things, and that was my favorite out of the shrimps we had.
So again, if you've never been here, those are the 3 dishes you've got to try. Next was a real classic Chinese dish, Peking duck, $39.95. Now this is this is a 5-pound duck that's marinated. Then it's roasted about an hour and a half until the skin is real crispy. All the fat just juicy, comes out of it. And what's nice is it's served around in a nice plate, and around the meat is the real crisp skin. It's served with wrappers that they make here. And what you do, first you get the handmade pancake, and you add the sweet bean sauce. Then you top it with cucumbers, shredded green onions, meat of the duck, and then lastly, the crispy skin. Then you just devour it. What an incredible dish. This is history. I mean, Peking duck is one of the most popular and famous dishes of China, and I see why. Again, this can feed easy 4 or 5 people, and what an experience.
Yeah, it was very good. I enjoyed the crispy skin. The duck was moist and tender. I loved it.
Have you had this before?
No, I haven't. That was the first time, and I
time?
enjoyed it. And I enjoyed the pancakes that came with it and the vegetables. It was
How many
really
can
good.
you eat? 20, 30?
Probably, at least.
Yeah,
At least.
Very addicting.
Yes.
It was excellent.
Yes.
Now we have the deep fried chicken with garlic and chili, $8.95. Oh, lots of breaded deep fried chicken. It's sauteed with a chili garlic sauce. I mean, we're talking an incredible dish. It was dry. There wasn't a big sauce on it, but it had a nice crisp bite to it. Had a nice flavor that kind of crept up with you after you started eating it. At first, I couldn't taste anything, and then the layers kind of hit me with it.
Another dish I enjoyed very much. It was really good.
Now, most of the dishes we've had here, you can't find at other Chinese restaurants. I mean, you'll find Peking duck here and there, and you'll see spicy shrimp, but everything that's prepared here, it's very authentic from Beijing and also northern China, which specializes in dumplings. Then one of my favorites, the shredded pork with a special sauce, $8.95. This is small strips of pork with a luscious black bean sauce, sweet side. It's topped on a bed of green onions that's shredded. And it comes with steamed buns. They kind of like have smiling faces, kind of fun to eat because they smile at you. And I see why. After you open them up and put the sweet pork in it, it just makes you smile, makes your whole face come alive, and all your senses just jump with joy. And
I enjoyed it very much.
the sweetness of the pork, the sauce, that's what surprised me. It was a different sweetness than I've had before, and it wasn't overpowering. And the pork, first of all, there was lots of it. And just a nice dish, but lots of flavors.
Yeah, it was. It was very good. Very good.
Now for another signature item, the pot stickers. This is $7.95. Here you get 10 pieces of wonderful handmade dumplings. It's made again with the ground pork, soy, onions, the sesame oil, just like the dumplings. But what they do is they kind of pan fry the exterior, so it's nice and crispy on one side. And this is a dish that started way, way back when, in a dynasty where the chef who was cooking for the royal family accidentally burnt all of them on one side. And when he served it to the royalty, he said that this is my own creation. They loved it, and that's how we got pot stickers. Whether it's true or not, I don't know.
That's a good story.
That's what I keep hearing. But again, the dumplings, you can't beat them. They're wonderful, chewy skin, and it had a little different texture than the steam ones. But what a nice choice.
Yeah, it was delicious. I enjoyed that one too. It's definitely another twist on it with the crispy side on it. I enjoyed them.
Like, pot stickers are great. Now we have sweet and sour fish, $9.95. This is the largest portion of fish. This looks like an ocean. This is swai, which is a Vietnamese, kind of like a catfish. White meat, fleshy, not mild flavor. It's breaded, deep fried. It's served with a nice sweet and sour sauce, pineapple, bell peppers, and onions. What I liked about the fish was it wasn't fishy at all. It had a nice mild flavor. You're a fisherman, so you can appreciate that. It wasn't, again, fishy at all. And the portion, I mean, this could feed a nation.
It was delicious. The fish was mild and flaky. It had a really good sauce on it. The bell peppers and onions, just great dish.
Do you notice the sauce wasn't real sweet, wasn't real sour? A lot of them are real thick and everything. This was on a lighter side.
Yeah, it was. It was very good. Yeah.
And that's one thing about his sauces. They don't overpower the dish, and that's what's nice.
Yeah, you got to taste the fish
The
in it. It was very good. Yes.
It's excellent. Here we have stir-fried pineapple shrimp. This was what, $12.95. Again, these are jumbo shrimp and lots of them. I think there was about 18 of them. When I got this, I was kind of surprised because it looked like a honey walnut shrimp, which everybody orders, including myself, and that's what it was. But this is a little bit different. This had lemon juice in it. It had candied walnuts, and again, honey and mayo. A nice rich sauce. Again, the shrimp, they use jumbo shrimp. Most Chinese restaurants use large shrimp, but nothing, or large, nothing like this. I mean, these are premier shrimp.
Yeah, they're large, very large shrimp. Delicious. It was a good-looking dish. It surprised me. I wasn't sure what it was at first, and it's just a great dish.
But you did embarrass me trying to get your head out of there. I
Yeah.
was trying to Chuck, you can only have 10 or 15. You can't have more than that.
Yeah, well, so they were good. They were good.
like them a
Yes,
lot.
they were good.
If you like soup, I highly recommend the noodles and braised beef soup, $6.95. This is a bowl of joy. This consists of a real rich beef broth with a lot of 5-spice seasonings in it and other things that he won't tell me about. It had bok choy, cilantro, onions, large pieces of beef, very, very tender. I saw about 5 or 6 portions of the soup go out during lunchtime, so obviously it's a big hit here.
Yeah, it was.
And it was nice on a cold day, and then the noodles. I forgot the noodles in there. These are thick noodles, again, handmade, so it's nice, al dente, chewy, and fresh noodles. You cannot beat fresh noodles. I don't care what they say about fresh or frozen. You can tell the difference. And the Chinese really know how to make fresh noodles, and John, the owner here, really just nailed it.
Yeah, these noodles were great. They have a really good chew on them, and the broth, like you say, was just excellent. The beef was just, it melted in your mouth. A delicious dish.
It kind of reminded me like a pho, a Chinese Vietnamese soup, but it was a little richer to me and had nice flavor. And the beef was so tender and lots of it. A lot of times it can be real fatty and full of tendons and hard to eat. Not this one. This just melted in your mouth.
Yeah, melted in your mouth. Definitely, it was a very good dish.
Now here's a very interesting dish: cumin lamb, $12.95. This is a large portion of tender slices of lamb. It's sautéed with onions, oyster sauce, and lots of cumin. You couldn't tell it was lamb. I defy anybody to tell me it was lamb. A lot of people wouldn't order it because they don't like lamb, but it didn't have that lamby flavor. The onions, everything just came together. Lots of cumin. I never even thought about making a dish with the primary ingredient as cumin, but that seasoning it was delicious with this. It really brought everything to attention. It was just a nice dish.
Yeah, the cumin was very good, and you would never know it was lamb. I think anybody that has hesitations about trying lamb, they should try it. Delicious dish, very good.
Great
Yeah,
choice.
yeah, very good.
Man, am I on a roll? Did we not pick great dishes so far?
Yeah, you sure did. This is a wonderful place. Had a really good time with these.
Okay, well now we have the last dish. Handmade noodles with brown sauce. This is $6.95. This is very authentic, but these noodles this time were thin. They weren't the real thick kind, but again, handmade with green onions, bean sprouts, cucumbers, carrots, little pieces of pork, and a real rich, dark black bean sauce. And what you do is kind of mix it all together, add stuff to it, mix it all together. And again, it's very authentic. I've been to enough Chinese restaurants out of the area in Monterey and Chinatown to know this is what Asians love eating. And it's absolutely delicious. And again, very authentic, very filling. And I can't say enough about handmade noodles. Oh.
They're very good. You can't go wrong with these. They're delicious. The sauce was incredible. It made me a big fan of noodles. I love them.
Were you always a noodle fan?
Not really, but that dish right there did it. It was excellent.
And again, I only know of 2 other restaurants in the Inland Empire, at least, that even go ahead and make handmade noodles. I mean, it's a very difficult process, and they come out. It looks like picture-perfect noodles. I mean, it's like you buy at a store.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see him grunting as he's rolling and rolling and rolling, but the results are fantastic. And he's a real pro. He really knows what he's doing.
Yeah, that definitely very good.
And he really cares about his food. I mean, the owner, John, is just a stickler on serving the best quality food, and just a nice guy. We got to work on his smiling, but other than that, he's a nice owner and great food.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And by the way, the cumin lamb was $12.95. Another great local restaurant that you got to try. And Chuck, what were some of your favorites?
I think my 3 favorite dishes were the spicy shrimp, the Peking duck, and the pot stickers.
I agree. I pretty much like the dumplings are the number 1. Shredded pork with special sauce, sweet and sour fish, spicy shrimp, cumin. Wait, I'm supposed to do 3, right?
Yeah.
No, really, honestly, everything had flavors, and I haven't had a dish here that I just didn't like. So how you doing so far, Chuck? Did you have enough food here?
Yeah, it was great.
There's only 12, 13 dishes, so well, guess what? We're going to wrap this up, put it in boxes, take it home, but we're going to walk right next door for some wonderful Lebanese Mediterranean food. food.
More food, Alan?
Are you up for it?
More food? You
Come on,
bet
you're
I'm
professional.
ready.
You said
ready.
you wanted to be like me.
That's
so,
right, I do.
So before I leave, let's eat a little bit more. I don't know
Let's
about
go.
you, but I'm hungry.
All right, we'll try some of
No,
that
no,
over
no,
here. Wait,
okay.
over there.
Let me try the
Get
beef
Take the chicken. Get the
Come on,
chicken.
Chuck, you're annoying
The
me.
chicken.
Chicken, I don't want. Here's chicken.
Here's some shrimp. Try the shrimp.
Okay, where's the shrimp? Shrimp's over here.
Yeah, there you go.
You're a pain, you know that? And I came and picked this up. Oh, eat in front of me. Located next to 1+1 Dumpling House in Chino Hills is a delightful Lebanese Mediterranean restaurant called Mes Amis, a French word for my friend. This classy upscale restaurant features a variety of authentic traditional recipes with a modern fusion twist, along with many Lebanese beers and wines. The interior is contemporary and tastefully decorated, making for a comfortable and enjoyable setting to dine in. Owner Sammy Elias is proud of his restaurant and the high quality of food he serves, and invites you to join him and his friendly staff to dine at one of Southern California's premier Mediterranean restaurants. A restaurant that's unique, original, and oh so good.
We're very unique. Most of the recipes and the food that we present and we serve to the people, it's a Lebanese Syrian style food, but it's very modernized. We have the old and the new clash together, and I've been fortunate in my life to travel around the whole Mediterranean, all the way from Spain to Italy to France. So there's a lot of fusion, so we call it Lebanese fusion.
This is our first time. My cousin and I have been here, so we're really excited because it's great food, nice atmosphere, really impressed.
Well, Chuck, we had a long walk. We exercised a little bit, what, 25, 30 steps?
40 feet.
40 feet, okay. Right next to 1+1 Dumpling House. And this is a restaurant that I've been trying to get to for probably a year. And they're closed between 3 and 6. So, of course, that's when I come, 3:30, 4. But I was lucky enough to stop in when they were open. And after looking at the menu, my first response was, God, this is expensive for Middle Eastern food. And after talking with the owner, Sammy, he pretty much convinced me, like, no, this is different, trust me, trust me. So I did, and boy, am I glad I did. Folks, this is an incredible restaurant. Make sure you get your pen and paper ready because you definitely want to come here. If you like Middle Eastern food, if you like Mediterranean food, even if you don't like it, you're still going to come here. This is a fantastic experience. And let's start with some of their signature dishes. This is the signature 4 mezza journeys. This starts off with hummus, which is chickpeas blended with tahini, olive oil, lemon juice. Very assertive, just jumped out at you, and I know you love that too.
It was delicious.
It also came with beets mutabal. This is beets, tahini, garlic, lemon, ancho chili, and it had pomegranate seeds. Very unusual. I've never had anything quite like that. Very assertive flavors just jumped out on you, and it was almost, it was just, my senses were like, whoa, wait, what are you eating? This is Lebanon, this is Syria, this isn't this kind of food.
The spices and combinations were great. They were out of this world.
Oh, wait, you're gonna wait for more, this is amazing. Then it came with something called lebna. Now, I've had that before, but not like this. This is a thick strained yogurt with garlic, olive oil, mint, and again, more of the lovely pomegranates, which again, you hardly see in any restaurant. Very thick, almost like a Greek yogurt, very thick, not quite cheesy consistency, but nice and thick. A lot of liquids were, out of it when they strained it. So that kind of blended.
It was delicious. Yeah, it was delicious.
That was good.
Nice spices and combinations.
Mm-hmm. And the last plate on the Lebanese journey is called muhammara. Whew, that's a hard one. This is Japanese-style sun-dried tomatoes, chili, honey, walnuts, almonds, it's all ground together with pomegranate seed, sesame ponzu dressing, very much paste-like, intense flavors. The chili, which is a predominant ingredient in a lot of their dishes, was amazing. It was all about flavor, not heat. And this dish has wowed me. Out of all the ones I've had, I think the whole evening, this one I could have eaten a gallon and a quart of it. It was amazing. Now the second of 4 journeys that they offer, this is the Phoenician journey. This consisted of musaha, which is eggplant cooked with tomatoes, peppers, garlic, onion, It was almost like a caponata, like an Italian caponata. I couldn't think of what it was, but it was a little sweet, it was tangy, it was just a nice spread. And again, you get pita bread with all this, so you kind of smear it on there and just gobbled it up.
It was delicious, yeah.
Got a lot of flavors to it. Then we had cauliflower. Now, if you don't like cauliflower, you got to get this one because this is fried cauliflower. Delicious. Now, this consisted of fried cauliflower with a real light batter or breading. It wasn't thick or anything. It was just enough to cover it and give it mask some of its flavor. It was topped.
Yeah, that was my favorite dish out of those four. It was
Do you like
really good.
cauliflower?
Oh yeah,
Normally?
very good.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
very good.
Wasn't it? I mean, it had a little bit of a cauliflower flavor, but it wasn't.
No, it's not
overwhelming.
overpowering. If somebody doesn't like cauliflower, that's a dish to try.
Another fantastic dish was the chicken tenor, $21.95. Oh, get a load of this, folks. This consisted of 2 large grilled chicken breasts marinated in herbs and spices with cardamom, chipotle yogurt, and it came with Sammy's wonderful magic sauce, served with grilled tomato and zucchini, onion, sumac, and parsley garnish, tahini, and tabbouleh and rice. I mean, you get it all. Oh, the chicken here. Something about Middle Eastern cooking, and I think it's the marination. They really know how to nail it when it comes to making the chicken tender and just tasty. And everything here was made fresh. Everything here in this restaurant is made fresh to order. So the food may take a few minutes, more to come out, but it's all fresh and absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it was very moist, very tender. It's very good, very, very delicious.
And now the Mes Amis mixed kebab, $29.95. Oh, what a plate. This is 3 kebabs, but they're more medallions, thick medallions of chicken, lamb, filet mignon. They're all marinated and they're grilled just to perfection. Topped with garlic tahina and Sammy's secret sauce. And it comes with rice, tabbouleh, which is great because it's mostly parsley with onions and tomato and a little bit of the bulgur wheat, which is really good. Most of the time it's mostly of the wheat. And then hummus, which is fantastic. And then again, the onion, sumac, and parsley garnish. Now, it's more than just a garnish. It's more like a pickle, but it's not real pickled. It's more seasoned, and so you get the onion crunch to it. Again, layers of flavor, layers of texture. The meat were juicy, succulent, and it had a nice charbroiled flavor.
Yeah, it was delicious. All the meats, the steak, the chicken, and the lamb. The lamb was delicious. If somebody doesn't like lamb, this would be a dish to try.
It's funny how we have 2 restaurants that, if people don't like lamb, these are both.
Yeah,
two good
these are
restaurants
ones.
to go to.
Yeah, it would definitely try this one.
One thing that I like about this restaurant, among other things, is the owner and the staff here, they really pay attention to details. They don't just plop it on a plate. Everything is beautifully plated. Everything is laid out in front of you. It's a visual treat. Now, this is another signature dish of theirs. People from all over Southern California come here for this dish, and I see why. It's French influence. It's called chicken champagne, $24.95. You got to get this. This is 10 to 12 ounces cut up chickens that's sauteed, chicken breast that's sauteed with onions, mushrooms, fresh herbs. It's cooked and flambéed with French brandy, and it's served with, in finish, I should say, with a champagne cream sauce, served with rice, vegetables, which is a zucchini, summer squash. Depends on the season what they use. And also comes with a little side of Sammy's wonderful special magic sauce, he calls it, and tahini. This, to me, was exquisite. It was not only unique and original, but delicious. And I can see where the French influence came. I thought there was a ton of butter. Yeah, there was cream in it. Okay, big deal. But it was thick, rich, unbelievably, the flavors, it coated your whole mouth with loveliness.
It was decadent. Yeah, it was very delicious.
It was amazing.
Yes.
It was truly amazing. Now we have a very classic, very popular Middle Eastern Mediterranean dish. It's a falafel dinner, $17.95. We're talking 4 heart-shaped falafels, which is chickpeas mixed with garlic, sesame seeds, spices. It's deep fried, so it's real crunchy on the outside. Served with hummus, greens, tomato, cucumbers, sweet pickles, which was a surprise, and tahini sauce. Nice flavor, nice texture. This falafel was different in terms of what, like with the sesame seeds. It also had a little kick to it. There was little spices in there, little chilies in there.
Well, this was the presentation too. There's one
Oh,
that was like a heart. It looked like a heart.
I mean, all the presentations here are just gorgeous. This is a restaurant that I would come to impress somebody, but also come if you just want to enjoy yourself, enjoy a fun evening. Again, wonderful staff, but the food. This is some of the best food, if not the best, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern food there is, not only in the Empire, but I would venture to say Southern California. I've never heard of a restaurant quite like this. You talk about unique and special. This is the kind of restaurant that you would go to. But then we have 2 desserts. That's all I could say is, that best describes
Yeah,
it?
that best describes it.
First one was, it's called the Piece of Heaven. It was $8. Now this is shredded phyllo dough, and it's served with ashta, which is made with milk, orange blossom, and rose water. It's kind of layered in there. Served warm, which was a real treat. And it has pistachios, date rose syrup water. Delicate, rich, decadent, a real
Mouth-watering,
treat.
delicious.
And lastly, baklava with cashews and pistachios. $5, what a treat. Well, Chucky, let's summarize. My favorites were everything. There wasn't anything here that wasn't incredibly delicious. You're going to love it.
Yeah, it'd be hard to pick out just one. I'd have to say the cauliflower and the mahamara. Those were 2 that really stuck out. But everything was great. It's an amazing experience. Great restaurant.
So overall, you invite people to come to this restaurant and be on the Let's Sign Out show?
You bet.
Cool.
You bet.
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Very good. Well, this is Food Critic Allan Borgen and Chucky. Thanks for joining me on the Let's Sign Out show. And until next time, happy eating, everybody. For more information on the Let's Sign Out show, go to kvcr.org and look for us under local programs. You can email me at allan@allanborgen.com. And you can listen to the Let's Sign Out radio show on KTIE 590, The Answer, every Saturday from 3 to 5.